storyteller, is an English teacher turned techie who loves ultimate frisbee and hates monkeys. He's here to tell you why. Everyone, give it up for Thomas Sorensen.
So, here I am, in my living room, in Higashi Sonogi, Japan, on the phone with the Ministry of Health, Labor, and Welfare, and the person on the other end of the line is saying, maybe I'm gonna die, or maybe I'm totally fine. And it all started about 2 weeks before that, when I took a trip to Vietnam with my friend. It was Christmas or winter break from my English teaching job in Japan, and my friend Steve said, hey Tom, you want to go to Vietnam? I think it'll be cool. And I never really planned on going, but because he was going, I thought it'd be a great time. And so I made the plans with him, and from the moment we arrived, I had a bad feeling about the whole trip, and it never left me. And I could probably tell 2 or 3 more stories about other stuff that happened than the one I'm going to tell tonight on the trip. And it might have been, I might have had this bad impression because the moment we arrived, there were rats all over the airport. And I was like, but it's an airport, And the next thing that happened is we called a taxi. And we tried to take a taxi to the Castle Hotel. And we got in the taxi. It took us to Saigon 1. And we're like, this isn't it. And he's like, no, this is it. This is your hotel. And we're like, but it says Saigon, and we're going to Castle. He's like, no, change names. This is your hotel. And we're like, I don't think so, but we'll just get out now because we're terrified of you. And we can read the English signs on the buildings and on the streets, because they're French, and worst case scenario, my friend speaks French because he's Canadian, so he can actually get us around a little bit. So we finally get to our hotel, and we start making more of our plans, and we decide as our next step in the journey to go to Ha Long Bay, which is near Hanoi, just to the east. And as part of that trip, we're going to go to Monkey Island. And I think, cool, Monkey Island, that sounds like that video game. And it's got to be neat, it's got to be interesting. And we arrived at the island, and it's a beautiful volcanic island with sharp volcanic rock everywhere. So it's beautiful. We have it's gorgeous scenery, and we started looking around immediately for monkeys on Monkey Island. And it turns out there's only 6 on the whole island, which is a really big island. But they're always there by the port where people come in because they know that people have food. And so we first see them on top of a house, but we don't really get to interact with them. They kind of stay away from us, and we kind of stay away from them. So we just kind of go about our day. I go for a hike. I come back, and as I'm coming back, I see that the monkeys are on the beach, and they're near my friend's stuff. I had met this guy, Robert, from Germany. He had left his bag on the beach while he went into the water a little bit, and a monkey was rifling through his backpack, and it found a chocolate bar. So it pulled it out and tore off some of the wrapper even and was chewing on the chocolate bar when the other monkeys of Monkey Island came up to that monkey and wanted to fight him for it. So then all of us started watching this monkey fight, and we're like, wow, this is what we paid for. But then the biggest monkey wins the fight, and he keeps the chocolate bar, and he stays by the bag in case he finishes and wants more. And so he's eating the chocolate bar, and through this, after the fight ends, I calm down and I should have been taking a picture of all this. So I get on my camera and I get a picture of the monkey and the chocolate bar. And then the other monkeys that I can find, there's just one other one over here on my right. And so I started looking at that one, trying to sort of get a picture of that one while I got another picture of the one eating the chocolate bar, without getting too close. And I didn't notice the whole time that another one had come up from behind me. And when I knew that it was there was because it bit me in the leg. So I looked down while being bitten, I freaked out and leaped back, and because I freaked out, the monkey freaked out, and it went, I'm in a fight with a monkey. So he's mad already. And so I'm like, what do I do? I jump back a bunch of times and kick sand at it. I have nothing to fight with. And the monkey like sort of backed out because of the sand in its face. Kind of looked at the chocolate bar, and as it looked at the chocolate bar, I sort of bolted that way. And I was free. And I looked down at my leg, and it wasn't too bad in my opinion. It was just like a scratch off the top, but there was like a couple of drops of blood dripping off it. Like not a puncture, but more like a scratch, but with clear teeth marks in the scratch. So I was like, okay, what do I do? Like, I'm on Mount Galley, I'm not even anywhere near civilization. I'm in Vietnam. How do I treat this? And I was like, okay, emergency first aid. I'll just step in the ocean. So I go to the ocean, I wash it off, and I put salt water in it, and that's my treatment for now. And I asked the tour guide, are these monkeys like safe? Do they get shots? And I had to like kind of shots. And he was like, shots? No, they don't get shots, and I showed him my wound so he understood what I meant. And he was like, oh no, they're fine. Don't worry, they bite everyone. He was like, no, they bit me. Look. And he showed me 10 scars across his forearm. And I was like, oh, okay. And he was like, and I'm alive, so you must be fine. And I said, I don't know, but I didn't really think too much about it. And I was like, I got back on the boat back to Hanoi and thought like, I really don't want to go to a Vietnamese hospital. And it looks like, more of just a flesh wound. It seems okay. And at that time, I didn't really know about the seriousness of rabies. And so the trip ends after a million more crazy things, including getting electrocuted. And I'm back in Japan, and I'm talking to my friend who's also an English teacher, Andy, and he says, wait, you got bit by a monkey out of nowhere in Vietnam? You need to go to the hospital now. And explains to me that with rabies, you can have no symptoms for up to a year. Get the symptoms, and you're dead in 72 hours. And there's nothing you can do once you get symptoms. If you get them, you're dead. There's been a few people in the history of having rabies who've survived. Most of them are still in wheelchairs, sadly. So it was like, oh, so you mean I should go to the hospital like now? He's like, yeah, stop talking to me. So I got on the phone with my Board of Education and called my doctor. And the doctor spoke English, but he, being very culturally Japanese, didn't want to take responsibility for a foreigner dying at his hospital. So he called the next biggest hospital in Nagasaki City. They, also being of the culture, didn't want to take responsibility. So they called Fukuoka, Japan, the city of 1.5 million, with a big hospital there. That hospital said, we don't want to touch this either. So they called the Ministry of Health and put me on hold with the Ministry of Health, Welfare and Labor, the #1 disease control specialist in all of Japan, in Tokyo. And so I'm now on the phone with this gentleman who says, so you were in Vietnam and you got bit by a monkey, but this was 9 days ago? And I said, yeah. And he's like, oh, you probably should have gone earlier. But if you're okay now, maybe you don't have rabies. Because, you said small bite and, not so probable that you have it. But, they do have rabies in Vietnam. A little more than Japan. And if you get rabies, maybe 100% of people die. If you are free, maybe you want to get shot. So I said, yeah, how do I do that? And he said, so I will call Nagasaki, and they will be able to give it to you. And if you're free, maybe go to Nagasaki and get a shot. And so the end that is lucky is I went to Nagasaki, I got the shot, which is 4 in your arm in Japan rather than 20 in your stomach in most countries. And that means that I'm now safe from that experience. And then, if you're ever bit, you still have to, within that 72-hour period, get the immediate shot. Or maybe 100% of people will die.